Alright, welcome back everybody into our blog post tutorial. So I will simply share my screen with us. So in today's video, so continuing from where we stopped, in the previous video I showed us how to get keyword ideas for our blog post that we are working on, right? So in today's video I'll be showing us how to come up with the title and start generating our blog post content. So it is very easy. No matter experience you have in maybe WordPress or as a business owner, or I understand you might not have some experience, but just follow along. I'll break everything down. So one of the first thing you need to do before you start adding your title, and let me even talk about and having your content here, your blog post content first. You need to know how to generate a correct title that will rank, right? So in order to do that, it is very easy. So I'll simply go into the keyword we come about. So if you should look at this keyword now, what do you notice about them? These are the top trending keyword, right, that Google recommend for us, right? And we've tested it out, we've checked how people are searching for them, right? So let me just simply break it down and put this as my blog title, right? So after having this, I can now come about, okay, for me to generate title, and I need, since I want to write about, I can write about, let me say, best anti-aging products, right? So now this is a trick of you generating a unique blog title. Now if you have to write your blog title, there are some type of phrase that are very highly competitive that you're not meant to use, and you can use them, but if you see that they are very competitive, don't use them. Like one of them are top. If you should say top 10, top 10 is very competitive. Like people are really using the top 10 first, right? So I would advise you to use something like best. So I'll say best, right? So I can say best anti-aging product. So let's copy one of our keyword here, right? So I've copied it. You can see this is still one of my keyword, right? So best anti-aging product. Can you see? Now let me copy this now and paste it in my Google search tab. Can you see it? Best anti-aging product. You can see different one they gave us, right? You can see it. Best anti-aging product. Let me now say floor for glowing. Can you see? For glowing skin. Can you see? We have a lot of them. So let me just copy this best anti-aging product for glowing skin, right? So let me go back into my and have it here as best anti-aging products for glowing skin. But I want to make it more unique for people to see that yes, it is not just about any skin, right? So anti-aging products is basically for people that are old. So I would just say best anti-aging products for glowing, and I can just put something like, okay, for glowing skin. I can also add a little bit of, let me just see, that actually works. So this is how I'll actually do it for us. So I open a bracket here and just put that can you see actually, that actually works. Can you see it? Best anti-aging products for glowing skin that actually works. Alright, so avoid anything like top 10 or something, right? So avoid things like this, like top 10. Avoid it. They are highly very competitive. So I'll also use the word best. So best anti-aging products for glowing skin. So let me copy it and I'll come to my my WordPress blog post editor. So, and in case you are wondering how I got here, it is very easy, right? So once you're on your WordPress dashboard, let me just continue. So once you're okay, my WordPress dashboard is loading. So once I'm on WordPress dashboard, simply come into the next. Okay, simply come into this scroll down. Okay, can you see this pin, this first pinned icon? You know you have two pinned icon, but this first one, if you over on it, you see post, right? So you just click add post. So add post, and if you want to share your post, you click what, all posts. So I've, okay, so our post is adding, so I've added my post. So after doing that, what I'll simply do is I'll paste out my title, my unique title I was able to generate, right? So now after having this, now the next thing for you to do is, as a business owner, you cannot just start writing your blog by yourself. You can actually do it, but no, not everybody are actually patient. Like, for us to be real now, like, not everybody are patient to start, let me say, writing blog posts, and a lot of them. But don't worry, there are tools you are going to be using, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the tools, right? So instead of us manually writing our blog, I will show us how to use an AI, which is ChatGPT, right? So I'll show you how to use our ChatGPT to generate a blog post, right? So after generating it, and I will also show you the things to avoid, the trap that will not make your blog post to rank, right? So because if the content is looking too much like AI, it will not surely rank. Yeah, you get it, will not rank. So I'll be showing us how to, as soon as, even though you're using your AI like ChatGPT to write your blog post, it will still rank. So like things like your FAQ, you must have your unique FAQ at the end of the page, schema code, which is to tell the website that the to tell Google crawler that this page, there is an FAQ on this page, right? So like a question and answer on this page, right? So don't worry, don't feel like maybe the ChatGPT will not make your blog post to rank. No, right? So I'll show you, as you're using it, I'll show you the things to remove and the things to add. So no wasting of time, let us go into it. So I'll simply go to my, create a new tab. So create a new, so create a new tab and search for chat ChatGPT, right? So okay, okay, so what I'll simply do now here is I'll simply create a new chat. So here I am. So here I am. So now, in order for us to create a blog post content on what you want to write on, right? So I have created a unique prompt for you to use as a business owner, in which it will be very very easy for you to do it, right? So you cannot just start telling ChatGPT different thing. It is a straightforward prompt you are going to be using. So I have prepared the prompt, and I will provide the prompt link in the description of the video, right? So this is the prompt, the SEO viral blog prompt. With this prompt, you can be able to generate highly ranked blog posts. So we are trying to tell ChatGPT to generate not just a blog post, but a blog post that will follow the ranking requirements, right? So that will make our blog post to rank. There are other things that will make it rank, but at least the requirements, the things a blog post is meant to have. So I'll simply copy this my prompt. Can you see here? Write a highly detailed SEO optimized blog post based on this title, right? So I will input my title here, right? So let me come here and put my title. So let me put my title. Can you see it? So let me go back and add my title. And it is best anti-aging product for glowing skin that actually works. So that school must be 4,500 was fully optimized for Google ranking, featured snippet and AI recommendation, right? To follow these requirements. Can you see everything here you have here? These are the correct prompts for writing our blog, for generating our blog post content. So I'll simply copy it. So after copying it, now we come to my chat GBT and paste the prompt. Very very easy and straightforward. You are not, it is not complicated, just follow me closely. So I have my prompt here, just press enter. So ChatGPT will generate a fully optimized prompt, right? Can you see it here? So I'm not just generating blog posts. I will show you exactly things to remove from this blog post, how to optimize it yourself, right? So I will show you everything. So nice one. So we already have our blog post, so I'll just simply copy it. So after copying, it's coming to my blog post editor. Now I'll simply come here and what, paste it, or you can click on this icon here to, okay, I mean paste. Okay, so after pasting it, you can see we have a lot of things here, right? So I'll show you breakdown of how to come over it and remove some unnecessary things there, right? So you can see it here. Okay, so now one thing you need to do, please pay attention. We are now in the part of us editing our blog post ourselves. Now pay attention. So one thing you need to do firstly is that you need to remove this h1, this heading here. The reason is because Google will never rank your blog post if you should have two h1. It will be literally convincing the Google crawler that, okay, and which one is the h1 there. So the rule is you are meant to use just one single h1. It is not right to use two h1. So I'll simply remove this one. After removing it, then I have my second. So this is basically my h1. So after my h1, and I have my h2 heading. So the rule is you must have only one single h1 in your blog post, right? So and the second heading you're meant to have is the h2. So this is my h2. So I'll simply, make it bold. So we can do Ctrl B to make it bold, highlight it and do Ctrl B to make it bold. So after making it bold, now let me just start reading it. So it's searching for the best anti-aging product for glowing skin that actually works. It's no longer just about reducing wrinkle. Now let me show you a trick. If you should look at this blog post, it might be hard for you to figure it out, but here are the things that Google does not rank, right? So if your website should have this, you'll know that it is an AI generated blog post. So in order for we to trick Google that no, our website is not an AI generated one. So if you should look at this second line, this reducing wrinkle, the following symbol that follows this, like an hyphen. Now you need to remove it, right? To remove it, that is to show that your website is generated by what, AI, and we don't want it, right? So we want to make it like a real blog post content. So we are like optimizing this into an humanized blog post content. So anywhere you see a long hyphen, please remove it. Remove it. So let us continue. Okay, let's keep checking for that hyphen if you have it here. So let's keep checking for the hyphen. So what most people get wrong about, okay, no, this is just a normal hyphen. Don't remove this one, just a normal hyphen. Any long hyphen you see here, just remove it, right? So I've seen another one, which is this one. So I'll simply remove it, right? So start when wrinkle appears. So in reality, prevention is far more effective than, okay, so let me go down. Can you see it? So let's keep checking for it, line by line. Can you see? Okay, all right. We can see we have another one here. You can remove it too. You can see they don't just reduce fine line, okay, they actively restore radiance. Okay, so anyway, you see that long line, long hyphen, please remove it. I think we don't longer have it in this introduction section, right? So after doing this, now the next thing for you to do is the next rule you need to follow. Please keep checking for that long hyphen, but the next rule for you to follow is anytime you have this long horizontal line, please remove it from your web page. It is an AI known content, right? So you need to remove it. Anyway, we have this horizontal line in our web page, please make sure you remove it. So these are one of the things that will make our website rank. If your website does not have this horizontal line, it has the chances of being to rank. So I will remove it. So now after doing that, if you can see, okay, sorry, so now I'll make my second, okay, And we should look at it now. The AI is give this my blog content as an heading of H1, but no. Remember the rule, you must have just one single H1. So if I know say I have one an H1, I'll simply turn it to what? An H2. Can you see it? It is now an H2. So after having that, I'll make it bold. So after making it bold, keep reading it. Skin aging is gather the process that affects all your. So just keep reading it. Can you see? Keep reading it. And any word you feel like it's a very, very important word that you want your visitor to notice, you can make it bold. Like the way we make this best anti-aging products for anti-aging product for glowing skin bold, right? So you make it bold. So let me this my first list. I'll make it bold. So coming down, please check for that long hyphen, right? So check for that long hyphen. So I'll make it bold. So let me make this number 3 bold. So number 4 bold. So number 4 bold. Number 5 bold. Can you see it? So now after having this, now you notice you have another horizontal line. They are called HR tags. So remove them, right? So I will remove this one. Okay, the trick is very easy. Please make sure you remove those horizontal line which are the HR. So I will remove them and make my heading bold. So make my heading bold. So this is just the editing part. So I still going to work on the keyword aspect, right? So make it bold. Make it bold. Make it bold. Make it bold. Okay. Make it bold. Right. So I have my another HR. So I will cancel it. Right. Now, okay, let us make it bold before I move into the next step. To not make it overwhelming for us. Okay, wait. I think let us address this thing now. If I should go to my first, let me now show us how to structure our heading. Right. So we have the general heading, which is our H1. The next heading after the H1 is what? The H2. So the first biggest heading you are going to have in your blog post content, I mean inside this blog post content, it must be what? The H2. And you can see it here. Right? It is what? The H2. So after having that, the next heading under the H2 is what? The H3. Right? So the H3, you can see it here. So now this one will also be what? It will also be what? My H2. And the next one coming under this H2 heading is what? It should be the H3, right? So I will highlight it and change it to what? H3. You can do shift or 3, change it to H3. Can you see? Shift or 3, change it to H3. Can you see? Change it to what? H3. Shift or 3. So I'll just simply highlight it and do shift or 3, change it to what? H3. Shift or 3, change it to what? H3. Now you can see you have changed them to H3 now. After changing it to H3, then the next heading I'm having is what? This key causes of premature aging. Now you what? Change it to what? H2 because it's another parent heading. So I'll change it to what? H2, which is what? Shift Alt 2. Can you see that's changed to H2? So after having this, I will have my subheading under it what? H3, right? So H3. So change it to a shift Alt 3 H3 and dot shift Alt 3 H3. All I change this on to next to. I'll do it shift Alt 3 H3. Okay. Oh. Can you see it's H3? So the next one I'll have under it too. I'll change it to what? H3. Shift Alt 3 H3. Now the next heading I'm having is what? My H2. So and this one is not what? My H1 is in H1. So it is compulsory for it to what? Change it to what? H2. H2. So shift alt 2 H2. So now the next heading I'm having under it must what fall under H3. Oh, we've skipped something. No, now you can see this hyphen. Please remove it. Remove it. But let's keep. Okay, I think we need to save our project, our blog post, in order for us to lose it too. Make sure you what save your blog post as draft here, so we can still get it later on. So it is currently saving. So the whole page will reflect. It will refresh now. You can see it has refreshed. If we refresh already, I mean. So let us continue from where we stopped, right? So I will. What I will do now is I will. Okay, let me go down to the page, the section that is not structured yet. So my key courses is in H2. You can see it here heading 2. Here is in heading 3, which is our H3. This side is in heading 3, which is perfectly okay. So this anti-aging ingredient that actually works, you can see it here H2. So I'll change it to H2. And this one under it, I'll change it to what H3, which has already been in H3. Can you see it? And this vitamin 2, I'll make it bold and change it to what shift alt 3, which is for what H3. So after having that, I'll have another one again, which is shift alt 3. Please, you can change the blog post to anything you want. Maybe you're advertising something, make sure you have the link of what you're advertising and the product name. So instead of this vitamin C absorbing, you can change it to maybe your products or something, right? So be flexible with it. It's not that much you use what the AI give you. Make sure you manipulate it and modify it anyhow you want. So I'll change it to what H3. So I'll change this to what shift alt 3, and I'll change this to what shift alt 3. Okay, I haven't make this one bold, so let me make this one bold. I'll make the next one bold. Right, so make it bold. Oh, it is in H2. Let me change it to H3. Can you see H3? Now I'm having that same HR lines, this line here. So I what? Remove it. Oh no. Can you see it? Remove it. It will never make our blog post to rank. Can you see it here? So now this one is in H1, which is what's wrong. I'll change it to what H2. I'll make it bold. Can you see it? And give it a little bit space. Now the content on that should be what H2, which has already been okay, which must be what H3. So shift alt 3 H3. Okay, please, if you see any hyphen, please don't hesitate to, I mean, make sure you remove it, right? So shift alt 3. Okay, so the next one I'm having should be what shift alt 3. Shift alt 3. Make it bold. Make it bold. Shift alt 3. Shift alt 3. Make it bold. Can you see it here? Now I'm having that same horizontal line. I would remove it and make this my heading H2. It was in H1 before. And make it what bold. Can you see it here? So everything I'm having here, I must make it to what H3. Shift alt 3. Make it bold. You can see this. We are having this. Okay, shift alt 3. Make it bold. So let me make this one bold. My third option should both be bold. Be bold. So any blog post you are working on about your brand, just make sure the blog post, maybe you're advertising a product, just make sure you adjust it, please. I'm only giving this one for an example. And make sure you check trending blog titles, right? So that is just it. There is no any magic to know what people are searching for, only if you use the right tool. So make this bold. Okay, it is an H, it is in H1. I'll change it to what? H2. Shift Alt 2 and make it bold. Make it bold and change it to H3. Shift Alt 3, make it bold. So Shift Alt 3, make it bold. Shift Alt 3. Oh no, Shift Alt 3. Okay, let me highlight this very well. Shift Alt 3, make it bold. Can you see? Shift Alt 3, make it bold. I what? Cancel the line and what? Make this one bold and change it to what? H2. So your general heading should be in H2 and your sub heading, which is like maybe you want to number something, should be what? H3. So this one should be what? H3. Shift Alt 3, right? So after this, Shift Alt 3, make it bold, right? So after having this, remove that line, make this in what? H2. Can you see? And this sleep quality, make it in what? H3. Make it bold. Shift Alt 3, make it bold. Shift Alt 3, make it bold. Can you see it? Shift Alt 3, make it bold. There are a lot of them right now. Shift Alt 3, make it bold. Remove the horizontal line. Okay. No, Shift Alt 2, because this is another heading, right? So I'll make this bold. And what else again? Okay, conclusion. I think we are close to the end. So make this bold. Shift Alt 2, make it bold. Oh, our conclusion is in H1. I think we need to change it to H2. Right? So our frequently asked question should be in what? H2. So let me make this in. Let me, you know what? Let me make this in H3. Shift Alt 3. Make it bold. Or no need to make it bold. Shift Alt 3. Just you can just leave it like that. So Shift Alt 3. You can make anything bold. Maybe you want to highlight something. You can simply make it bold. I should Shift Alt 3. Shift Alt 3. What else again? Shift Alt 3. So let me copy this. Shift Alt 3. Shift Alt 3. Now, so we've already done the core thing, which is the important thing you need to do on your blog post, right? So now, after having this, before we move forward, we need to verify and check, are we having horizontal line or hyphen in our blog post? So let me scan this very, very, very well. So let me scan this very well. So I'm scanning this, I'm checking. Okay, I'm checking, right? So let me check very, very well if we are going to have that hyphen or that horizontal line. So okay, okay, okay. I think we don't really have it here, but please come down and check. Oh, I can see one. So you can see I've already removed that one. Right. So after having this, so let me check again. check, let me check very very well, very very well. Okay, so we've already done the core thing we need to do. Now, after having your blog post content, what will I advise you to do? Come into, okay, I want to update it, right? To or I should save it as a draft. So save it as a draft. It can save all what we have done.